Everybody, I am back with messages at your request. We're going to take a look at the energies around him, the conflict, love messages, and see what's up next for him. Um, the energies that I pick up for him, first of all, is very hungry, um, effort, strong, passionate about working. I feel like he wants to be the best. I feel like he believes in the big dreams of Hollywood and he wants to be successful. Although I feel a lot of energy towards it, I can even like feel him practicing. He takes this very, very serious. He seriously want to be a big star. At the same time, I don't feel like it matches his spiritual journey in some kind of way. I don't feel like this was destiny for him to do. Um, it kind of feels like he's going to do this for a while and then start doing something else. Because I see him pretty much leaving this title or whatever he do now and going into something else. I see writing, some type of creativity behind the scenes type stuff going on. I think that's what he's going to find a majority of his passion at. Very, very creative. Um, I think that he's playing in the scene now. And then one day he's going to see the scene, if that makes any sense. So some type of writing, some type of creativity for sure. So I do want to say that. Very strong. His will for greatness is very, very high. He wants to be big. He wants to be great. Very persistent and taking his craft very, very serious. And he's working in that and manifesting right now. He feels like the kind of person that will go to 10 meetings and in one day. He seems to be very, very serious, very capable, very smart, has wisdom, things like that. So overall, the energies around him right now is about taking chances. It's about image. It's about the look of things. It's about being passionate and desiring what he wants. It's about himself. It's very self-centered. It's very confident right now. Not wanting to fail, not wanting to lose, not wanting to get the bottom of something. He wants the best in everything that he do. But he does have a spiritual shift that's coming up. That's one thing I want to say. I don't know how that's going to look, but there is a spiritual shift coming up. But he's on the outside of his journey for some reason. He is. I see him creating on the outside of his journey. But I don't see him giving up. So this spiritual shift is going to come in to kind of push him in the direction he's supposed to be in. He makes me feel like a sore loser. I think that's what they call it. That's the phrase that they use. If he lose, it would really affect him. If he set a goal and he lose it, it really, really bothers him big time. I mean, affects him in a powerful way. But other than that, very passionate about himself, very passionate about meeting his goals. He's definitely manifesting. He understands how to win, and he's okay with the work that it takes to win. If he happens to fail or not receive something that he wants, it bothers him deeply. It makes him very angry. It makes him very frustrated. Now, when it comes to conflict, and this is where I think the spiritual shift is going to come in, or the spiritual messages is going to come into him and help him. He can't see very far. He can't see down the road. He's only working hard right now in the present. He doesn't understand the longevity of life. He's not 100% sure what he's supposed to be doing right now. He's not sure about himself and who he is and what he brings to the world. He has a lot of hidden talents inside of himself. He also could be dealing with issues with a Virgo. Very possible. It felt like a parent to me. And I feel like he's in this rebellious state right now when it comes to family. and rebellious as far as not doing what they want him to do. It just feels like he is having issues with family. So that's a conflict there. Not having clarity, not releasing these spiritual gifts inside of him, not releasing his feelings, the things that he think about, the things that he want, not sitting down long enough, not meditating deeply. I got him working on the surface, and I got him not offering towards what he truly desires or what he truly could be. So I got him on the outside of his journey, which is kind of weird. What's on the inside? I don't know. I guess nothing. Maybe just possibilities. But I get him working on the outside of his journey. So and he need more time. He's growing. He's learning. Very passionate, very strong, but I have him spiritually disconnected. When it comes to love, this was very interesting to me, to be honest. In his personal life, it kind of looks like maybe a 16 or 17-year-old. I don't know his age. It looks like the teenager just trying to find his way and trying to find out what they're supposed to be. And if they can't figure out what they're supposed to be, then they create things in the meanwhile. But when I look into his love life, it looks like a 50-year-old person. It looks very seasoned. It looks very, I don't know, utilized, touched. I just feel like he has experience with dating, experience with love, and experience like it's very deep. He has a very old soul, I would say, when it comes to love. Maybe he watches relationships very carefully. It feels like he has dealt with a few people, I would say. Haven't found love. I see relationships coming in and out, in and out, in and out. Or maybe this is his desires of wanting different people. It feels like when it comes to love, he do it for the image. It doesn't feel like he do it for the actual connection. He has a previous relationship attached to him. I got him moving towards a new relationship. And then I got him coming right back out of it. So if he met someone new, it will be short term. And he's still dealing with issues from a past person here. And he's just jumping. Feels like he's jumping without learning and without understanding. So he's accepting the love life that he has now. He's accepting what he don't have. He's accepting what he didn't receive, what he didn't want. It almost feels like he's looking for the perfect woman. Perfect person, a perfect woman. He seems to find an issue with people when it comes to his love life, which makes me feel like he's seasoned and he knows exactly what he wants. But he has to make some decisions. I got Cancer here and I got Scorpio here from a past person, feels like. A lot of water energy here. He tries to move forward very quickly. And I think that he scares people away. I just feel like he moves too quick in love. I feel like he moves too quick in love. He feels to be very demanding, and he feels like he will break up with somebody very quickly. If he can't have his way, if it can't be the way he visioned it, I think he will drop the person. And he seems to have that experience many times. So not balanced in love. Not always fair when it comes to love, but open to it. But open to a person that has some type of perfection or meet his qualifications. So he doesn't have a lot of tolerance when it comes to love. You're either in or you're out. And that's pretty much how I see it. So I got him accepting change from the past. But I got him not desiring to close out a relationship from the past. I have him moving forward in love, but because he's unbalanced, it ends very quickly. We're looking at about 4 months maybe of another ending of a relationship, or maybe 4 months and meeting the next person. So yeah, I got that going on here. When it comes to him moving forward in life and what's next for him, that's the issue here. There's a spiritual shift that happens, and I feel like he's pressing or trying to apply for a job that's not for him. Someone else supposed to have it. And it feels like he's pushing to be in a certain seat, and that seat doesn't have his name on it. He's able, he's capable, he has all the qualifications for it, but it's just not his. And I keep getting reminded that he's working outside of his journey. So I do have some things happening here in this Aquarius season where he is not going to receive something that he sets out for, that's really going to break him, and he's going to make an impulse decision to try something new. He moves so quickly, practically, that he's not getting a chance to feel anything or understand anything that is really happening. So it's almost like he is moving and not learning, moving and not experiencing, moving through life with a lack of emotions. And then underneath all of that, there's an anger here. There's an anger. It's an anger here. So that's one thing I want to say. But he's a very complex person. But his drive and his strength and his effort is amazing. He will plow through a situation, and he studies and he researches and he observes, and he's successful in his own right. He just needs to be put on the right track. It just feels like he's a powerful person on the wrong train, on the wrong route, on the wrong train. And people is coming in and out of his life, and he has a lack of tolerance. I just see a lot of short-term friendship, a lot of short-term relationship. And when it comes to career, I see some stoppages, but not for long, just long enough to put him on the right track. So, yeah. And then after that, there's a lot of anger when he don't receive what he wants. Yeah. So, very complex, very strong. It's like this is the kind of person, either you're going to love him or you're going to hate him. There's no in between. This is who he is. Very strong-minded, very strong-willed. But I see issues. I see him connecting with people and leaving them, connecting with people and leaving them some kind of way, or walking away, or behaving badly some kind of way. Yeah. So, trying to see if I see anything else. Like I said, I got this Cancer and I got this Scorpio look like past people. And then I got them going into something new. And within like 4 months, it changes. Maybe this is just the kind of person that don't want to be alone when it comes to love, needing someone by their side. And when it comes to the conflict in his life, he has a lack of clarity of where he's going and what he's doing. He can't see very far. Not tapping into the spiritual parts of himself, not offering himself the best, or not offering himself what he deserves, or he can't get the offers that he want until he find out what train he's supposed to be on. So that's what I have here. I don't have any strong spiritual connections. I don't have a strong twin flame, strong soulmate. I don't have anything like that. When it comes to career, I actually see some declines coming up, or some shifts and changes that really makes him angry and frustrated. I don't see him giving up. I do see him continuously hitting the wall. Yeah. Kind of felt like a ram. I kind of felt like Aries right then. Steady trying to make something happen, and going about it, making it a struggle. Yeah. But I do see some rejection when it comes to career. I see some rejection here that makes him angry. And he don't give up. He keep trying it. But it's with complaints. It's almost like, how could you pick them? I'm better. How could you pick them? I work harder. How could you pick them? I studied longer. That type of stuff. So other than that, he's a beast. He's a strong person. Very much strong. Yeah. When I mean beast, I mean it in a positive way. This is a person you definitely want on your team in business, but you might not be too fond of them when it comes to friendship and relationship. And it's all because his standards is very high. And that's what I would name this. He has high standards. You can keep your eye on this one because not only will he amaze himself, I think he may amaze the people as well. Okay? Alrighty. Bye-bye.